Of course, finding PETA 2 when I was a teenager, it changed my life. I thought, okay, here are all these resources. I can do this, the other. I can go out and hand someone a leaflet and talk to them. I can intern at PETA. And so finding a community of like-minded people was hugely important. And PETA 2 is still here to help young people in any way. If you want to do a cooking demonstration at your local community center, if you want to figure out how to do a table at your college, if you want to hand out leaflets outside the grocery store, just about healthy vegan options when people go in, we will help you every single step of the way. So I think that's really important. It's just to step outside, because I think it's easy to be overwhelmed and to think the world is doomed. And you just have to be like, okay, you know what can I do? And my biggest resource was actually getting out there and doing something and thinking, okay, well, at least I'm trying.
Yeah.
Every single day I wake up and at least I give a damn and I'm trying to make the world a better place. And that really helped me.
So give us like a daily day of eating for you, maybe back then and now, that's budget friendly. Give people some options of meals that are healthy and that will satiate them.
Please. That's so important.
Yes. When I first went vegan, I lived near Dearborn, Michigan, which has the highest population of Middle Eastern people outside of the Middle East. And a lot of, Asian grocery stores, Indian grocery stores, and you can get like literally a huge tub of tofu that will last you like a normal person weeks, me like a day.
So we're the same.
Yes. So tofu scrambles, I really like. It has tons of protein. And my favorite thing about it is that it really can't get old because you can always customize it with whatever kind of veggies you want. Like I said, more and more farmers markets are taking EBT cards and food stamps and food assistance. That's so hugely important. And if the one near you doesn't, start having that discussion to help people have better access to those foods. And so I love those. You can change it up and make it into a breakfast burrito. You can put it in tacos. You can put it on toast. You can mix in different spices and things. And speaking of the Indian grocery store, black salt will elevate your tofu scramble. It's so good. And it's going to be really affordable. You can prep it, for a week and make it in bulk. It's easy to store and take with you to work. I also survived on a lot of like stir fries, even frozen vegetables. I think they get a bad rap. I know, Justine, you were talking about smoothies and frozen fruit. Totally. It's still really great and healthy for you. And if you don't live near like Middle Eastern markets or Indian markets or Latina markets, you could try places like Aldi or Grocery Outlet is a really great one in California. Even the dollar store. I know when I was living in Los Angeles for several years, dollar stores had frozen veggies and fruits and things like that. I'm also a big fan of like beans, rice with like avocado if you want to splurge a little bit. Salsas, just kind of basic things like we were talking about earlier when you were going over, you can buy things like beans, rice, pasta, all in bulk. Great. And it's so funny when people say, I could never eat vegan. Vegan food is weird. It's like, I'm sure you've had pasta with marinara. It's like one of the most basic, cheap things. And they make really affordable, marinara in cans instead of the jars.
And also like
at grocery stores.
Peanut butter and jelly, like kind of going off the classic meal. Peanut butter and jelly costs like 45 cents to make on average.
Wow.
And there's protein in there. It's yummy. It's like you don't have to eat that every single day or every single meal, but
it's an option.
It's an option. It's a lunch.
Yeah. It's a snack.
Yeah. It's something that people like, they're like, I could never have a vegan meal. It's like the second you tell them it's vegan, they're like, oh, I knew it tasted weird. I'm like, honey, you've been eating peanut butter and jellies your whole life.
It's so true. And another thing I really live off of nowadays is like overnight oats.
Overnight oats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Delicious.
Yes. You can add, things as you want to, nuts, fruits, if you are able to, but it's a really good base for breakfast and just snacks as well, and has a lot of nutritious benefits to it. I survived off a lot of couscous salad, fattoush salad, falafel.
Falafel.
Yes, and things that I had to maybe try for the first time. So branch out.
People are like so eager to eat like dismembered body parts, like eyeballs, buttholes, veins, and tendons, toes. And then like when you present them with like a homemade vegetable soup that's colorful, they're like, God, no!
You're like,
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, it's just plants.
It's so
It's
true.
so true.
It's so
I'm
true.
so glad you guys agree with me.
You got some companions here.
Yes.